way to understand the Chinese village is through reading the genealogy of the clan living in the village. The Li clan dates back to an ancestor who migrated to Ninghua in Fujian province in the late 12th century. Descendants then migrated to Shanghang County within Tinzhou and to North Guangdong province. In around 1651, a guy named Li Yanbai migrated to Tangxi. That's the beginning of the Li clan in this village. The oldest house in the village dated back to him. The plaque in the ancestral, which was sent by the clansmen of Li Yanbai to congratulate him for having his own home, marked the year to be 1688. This house must have been completed that year. This house is a typical Hakka Tulo. So when the Li clan just moved here, the Chaoshan culture had little influence here. Hakka still constructed their traditional house. This house in the village is also Hakka Tulo, but the entrance has a Chaoshan style. These houses that were constructed in the 19th century bear more resemblance to the Chaoshan houses. The houses in the village reflected the process of influence of the Chaoshan culture in Dabu. Next, let's go to an important geographical location for Hakka's migration. It's where three rivers converging into the Han River. The name of this town is Sanhe, the three rivers. It's where the Ting River from the northeast and the Mei River from the west converge into the Han River. These are very important rivers for Hakka to migrate from West Fujian province to North Guangdong province. It was also via these waterways that Hakka finally reached the ocean and migrated across the world. A statue of a Hakka mother with her two children was erected at the bank of the river. You might have heard that in pre-modern China, women had to have their feet bound. But Hakka women didn't do that. It was not because of feminism. It was because Hakka women had to do a lot of farm work besides taking care of kids. A mural at the bank of the river depicts the history of Hakka. In his memoir, Li Kuang-yu wrote, "The Hakkas are Han Chinese from the northern and central plains of China who migrated to Fujian, Guangdong, and other provinces in the south some 700 to 1,000 years ago." This period was roughly the Song dynasty in Chinese history. North China was conquered and occupied by various nomadic people. To avoid wars and massacre, some Han Chinese clans migrated to the south. The ones who migrated to the border of Jiangxi and Fujian provinces gradually formed Hakka, which literally means the guest household. Li Kuang-yu also wrote, "As later comers, Hakkas were only able to squeeze themselves in the less fertile and more hilly areas unoccupied by the local inhabitants. Hakkas settled down in these regions. They hewed out the terraced fields in the mountains and built irrigation systems." Same as the great-grandfather of Li Kuang-yu, during the 19th century to early 20th century, many Hakka migrated to Southeast Asia. Some never came back. Some returned years later to visit their aged parents. Besides the Mei River and the Ting River, another river also converges at this point. It is behind the bridge. It's called the Meitan River. Let's travel along the Meitan River to the east border of Dabu to visit the Hakka Tulo there. I made a series of videos earlier about the various styles of Hakka Tulos in West Fujian province. I thought I had seen all different types out there until I visited this Tulo.